Let's see. Statues.
The statues are of veiled women, grieving for the dead. In their book it says... nothing. 3 very similar trees, all about as thick as an arm, about 3 or 4 yards tall, and pretty bent over by the wind. The trees only have their first branches quite high up, and barely any leaves. They're obviously not doing too well, but they're still too thick to break them and bring them down. The trees only have their first branches, but they're still too...
Let's look at the monolith before we go inside there.
A monument. And there's more behind. Maybe some kind of family plot. Strange. None of the graves look like they're from recent years. Most of the stones must have been standing there for decades. Huh. The ground's real soft everywhere here. I think it must be a swamp. I bet as soon as it rains, you can't put one foot in front of the other.
Probably.
This building must be the only one you can still get into. Little Van Helsing reckoned that Angelina had spent a long time messing around the tomb here. And here's the lid, not lying squarely on the sarcophagus. There are some stone chips which have come off the edge. Doesn't look all too old. Angelina had opened the sarcophagus, that much is clear. But why? I don't know why Angelina had lifted the lid off the sarcophagus, but she did, I'm sure of that much. The question is, how can I do that? The lid must weigh several hundred pounds. Angelina must have definitely had some kind of suitable equipment on hand, as opposed to me.
Maybe this?
There are 2 belts. They look like carrying slings, and they look new. The belts are a ripstop weave. They'll sure hold quite a bit. I'll place the sling around the back right corner, and the other around the front left one. The slings are exactly long enough to touch in the middle. The slings could definitely carry the lid, and I've put them on so that the lid can't tip. I don't know why Angelina had lifted the lid off the sarcophagus, but she did, I'm sure of that much. The question is, how can...
They're literally right
The
there.
slings could definitely carry the lid, and I've put them on so that the lid can't tip.
Okay. You want that? No? That? No?
Great idea. Oh, but sadly I've forgotten my crane. You know, the one I wanted to hang the pulley from? Obviously a wild, romantic place. Only the stinking swamp outside ruins the atmosphere. The lid is partly fallen in. That would appear to have been a few years back, though. A stone figure holding weighing scales. The scales are empty. This stone statue is covered in moss, like the others. It's carrying a metal shield. Unusual. Could be Poseidon. Well, the statue's got a trident in its hand, at least. The shield hasn't been moved in years. False alarm. In horror stories, there's always secret passageways under sarcophaguses like this. And they always lead down into secret underground chambers. In reality, though, I think I can exclude that idea. There are only probably some horrible beetles and corpse-eating maggots in there.
Yummy. Okay. See anything else? Or just those two, huh?
A good plan. Unfortunately, the thing doesn't have hooks.
Okay, so I need to get that hook off of that one building. Okay.
No. I don't need to strain myself there. It's well fixed.
Unless I put the pulley here. Rope here? No. Okay.
That could have been a tower at one time. The princess would have been locked in the top, waiting for her knight in shining armor. Who knows what's waiting there now?
Right. Well, let's see if we can use the garden hose for anything.
Hoses have been real useful to me up till now. Hopefully the same goes for this one.
I wonder if that could have some use to it. Okay, not there. Okay, so not there. There is that one place that has the water stuck. Maybe I could use this hose? Nope, can't select it. Alright.
I'm pretty sure that there's something interesting inside, but I can't get inside from here.
Might as well go to the castle. Oh, hatchet and peg. Alright, so there's a fair amount of stuff here.
Approximately a foot-long sharpened wooden stake. The little guy's hatchet. Oh, it's seen better days. Can I just borrow the hatchet?
Yeah, of course.
I really doubt that there are vampires here.
Okay, well, we got a hatchet, which means we can cut down those one trees. There's at least that. Or at least I'll try. I feel like that kid's gonna get stuck in that marsh.
This'll take a while. The axe is real blunt. Okay, I felled the trees and trimmed the trunks for a good 1.5 yards. The tree trunks are about an arm's thickness and pretty long. Now how does that go? you can somehow rig up a tripod out of 3 pieces of wood. So, and then like so. Yep, exactly. And now, one tripod. Just has to be erected now.
Let's see.
I'll position it as well as I can over the sarcophagus. I'll hang the pulley on the rope. I'll try to get as much of the rope as I can.
Alright.
The length just makes it. Real careful. I hope it's gonna hold.
Well, hey, look at that.
What have we got here? Steps leading down. Huh.
But of course. Can I go give the hatchet back? I feel bad for stealing it. Probably not, but I'm gonna try, you know?
I don't know what I could ask him at the moment. I don't know what I...
Can't give him this back? Oh, well, guess it's mine.
The gap is big enough to squeeze through. I only hope that my rig up doesn't collapse as soon as I'm in.
Huh. Looks like an old lab to me.
Whoa. Now where's this then? Looks like the inside of a tower.
Yeah.
And here's some kind of crater in the floor. Looks like something's exploded here.
Something very much did explode there. Alright.
It looks like there wasn't any fire. There's no charring in the rubble.
See if we can open the safe.
The safe survived the explosion undamaged, I'd say. These burns may have well come from a welding set. The kid reckoned that Angelina looked real pleased with herself. Somehow she must have got the safe open. Now what have we got here? A combination lock. But not with numbers, with letters.
Huh. I'm just gonna try to see if I can spell blood, because I feel like that'd be funny. I can't. Okay. Well. Oh, there it is.
Sheesh. I can only guess here.
In the safe. A, B, and O, or is that a 0? They're blood groups. It must be some kind of sequence to do with blood groups. Let's look around for clues.
The poster survived the explosion relatively undamaged. It was probably hit squarely by the pressure wave and then pressed against the wall. Here's a table showing the occurrences of blood groups. most of the people have blood group AB. Then comes B, then A, and then quite rarely there's group O. There's paper lying everywhere. Most of it's soaked through from rainwater. Huh. Here's a folder. Oh, it's only wet on one corner. Newspaper cuttings. From 1981. 12 years ago. William Gordon in fatal accident, Willow Creek. William Gordon fell on Tuesday from his studio in the tower of his home due to unknown causes. Blah, blah, blah. William Gordon, suicide. As the police today announced, we are now dealing with the fall of the master of Blackmere Castle, close by the village of Willow Creek. In all probability, a suicide. Here's another piece a week later. Grim serial murders in Willow Creek. Blah, blah, blah. Latest victim of bloody trail, Vic Valley, just 12 years old. According to police sources, his body was found next to a stone circle in the woods. The condition of the corpse gives reason to suspect a ritual killing. Another 2 weeks later. Main suspect in Willow Creek murders identified. As Scotland Yard has announced, it has been established that at 3 of the murder scenes, there are signs which suggest the involvement of Samuel Gordon, the grandson of William Gordon, who was killed last month. Samuel Gordon was found dead 2 weeks ago at the foot of one of the towers of Blackmere Castle. Apparently the tower from which his grandfather had previously... Reports about the murder fest in Willow Creek 12 years ago. No wonder that Sir Richard was interested in it. William was his brother.
Understandable.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. I just want to take a minute to ask that if you haven't already, please take a second to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And if you're looking to show even more support, there's a link to my Patreon in the description below this video. You can see everything you get right here on the screen, and I'm always looking for more perk ideas from you guys, so let me know what you'd be into. I think that's about it. Bye guys!